So this is a very, very important conversation. If I would have known this information when I was in college, I would already be worth millions of dollars. I'm trying to get there, trying to get on my way, but this stuff is very, very important. It's literally billions of dollars being circulated online. I don't think a lot of people really understand like how much money's being circulated, how much, brands are just out there and just getting the messages out there. So this is extremely important conversation. So I want everybody to really just lock in. So the title is How to Grow Your Business with Facebook Ads Masterclass. So if you're not currently a business owner or you just want to work in the company, whatever the case may be, this applies to all that. And this is literally the blueprint of how to grow with Facebook ads, online sales funnels, and just digital marketing in general. Sound good? All right, great. So just more about me. My name is Ryan McCrary. I am a Temple alum, like I said, class of 2011. I have a degree in sociology. I believe that's the College of Liberal Arts. So I never took any business classes, never entrepreneur classes. I don't have an MBA, anything like that. So everything I learned about marketing is actually being in the field, learning, reading, hiring coaches, going to events, webinars, trainings, and stuff like that. I am a former licensed investment broker. So I worked in corporate for many years in finance. I never even worked in my field, sociology, social work, stuff like that. I had trouble actually finding a job because I didn't have a master's degree. I didn't have experience. So I actually started working in finance, had my securities licenses, worked with a few companies in the area and from the Philly area as well. Also known as the Funnel Doctor, that is the name of our company, and that's what people know me as. I've taught thousands of students online. Work with hundreds of entrepreneurs, e-com brands, physical products, local businesses, professional services, lawyers, accountants, doctors, and a lot of different companies that I work with, countless 6- and 7-figure brands that I work with. And I definitely have a passion for teaching online sales and marketing to entrepreneurs, students, and I've just worked with many different people. So let's talk about, well, why do you need an online business? Now, this information does not just apply to online businesses. Now, I do have an online business. I have about 10 people on my team now. We're all remote, digital, and stuff like that, people all over the country and some actually international. So I love online businesses, but these principles are not just about online businesses. You could be a brick and mortar retail company and still use these principles. You could be a landscaper and still use these principles. You could have a accounting firm or a lawyer or a law firm and still use these principles. But I do like the flexibility that having an online business gives you. So first thing, being a business owner in general gives you tax advantages that you cannot get only working a job. Now, there's nothing wrong with working a job, nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. That's what college prepares you for. But at the same time, only having a 9-to-5 job does not give you tax advantages like it does being a business owner. So if you ever seen like Amazon, this company made $500 billion last year. They paid like 0 in taxes. Why is that? That's because the laws are written in favor of business owners. That's why people like Trump, not trying to get political, but the reason why he can have all these businesses and like pay little to no taxes is because the laws are written in favor of business owners. Also gives you the ability to build wealth, if that's what you're interested in, the ability to work from virtually anywhere in the world. So you literally can make money all day long, all the time. When you have an online business, we literally make money, and this is not just about making money, but we literally make money 24/7, any time of the day, any time of the night. It's not like I get off at 5, I clock out, I can't make money. We make money all day long. Also, it's less overhead and financial commitment to start and keep running, and retail's dying a slow death. If you go to the mall, if you go to a brick and mortar store, you'll see that businesses that are only dependent on foot traffic or in retail are in trouble. Also, it's mandatory for bootstrappers. Who knows what a bootstrapper is? Nobody. Interesting. Basically, that means that you are funding this yourself. You're self-funded. You don't have an investor. You don't have angel investing. You don't have crowdfunding. You're not on Shark Tank, anything like that. So if you're funding your business yourself, which a lot of entrepreneurs do, you need to do business in a smart way. That means if I'm running ads or we have expenses, I can't call my investors. I'm either doing it from my paycheck, my job, my 401k, maybe friends and family, but we need to do business in a smart way. So here's a stat I pulled not too long ago, just about the trillions of dollars that are being circulated online. For those of you that want to get in the e-com space or, online space, there's a lot of money to be made or help brands make. So these marketing principles are very, very important. So why Facebook ads? Well, currently they are the lowest cost way to get eyes on a product or service. The reason why a lot of business owners struggle is they don't have enough web visitors. They don't have enough people actually seeing what they're offering. It's not rocket science. People come to me like, oh, I have my Shopify store, but it's not making no money. I'm like, okay, how many visitors did you have? Well, I had like 80. That's not enough. You need to have eyes on your product or service. That is why brands and companies spend millions of dollars on advertising, because they need eyeballs. That's the reason. So now you can spend about $5 to $10 and reach about 1,000 people. So it doesn't make sense. I know we just thinking the thing about billboards and radio and TV, but realistically, it doesn't really make sense to spend money on those type of forms of advertising. Just being real. So Facebook has over 2 billion active users. And when I say Facebook ads, this does include Instagram. Facebook and Instagram, all Instagram ads are run through the Facebook Ads Manager, so it does include those. So over 2 billion active users, is probably more than that actually. And your customers spend most of their time on Facebook. It's the most targeted form of advertising, and it's fast and drives immediate results. This is key. If I spend 5,000 in Facebook ads, I can go in there and literally look to the penny. Where did my money go? How many clicks? What was the cost per click? How many conversions? How many leads? How many sales? What was the price for that? If I do a billboard, I don't know. How many people saw it? I don't know. How many people clicked because of the billboard? We don't know. But with Facebook, we do know. Also, it increased brand awareness. I know a lot of people already said just seeing it on your feed, like those sponsored ads, like that's going to increase brand awareness. So even if you're not ready to buy right then and there, always seeing it, okay, now I need this. You may see stuff about accountings or taxes. It's like, oh, well, it's not tax time, but I always see this accountant's ads. So I'm ready to do my taxes. Of course, I'm going to get with that accountant because I already see their ads. So here's another screenshot of how the Facebook Ads Manager kind of looks. They actually changed a lot of stuff recently, so they got rid of like a lot of stuff. But basically, you can see how you can get detailed in your targeting with age, gender, location, other pages they may like. So there's a lot of different nuances of it, but Facebook ads are extremely important. So what we're going to cover during this session, how to use Facebook ads to resonate with your audience, how to create real profit from real connections on Facebook, how to turn followers into paying customers, and paid traffic and retargeting. So I have an 8-step formula that I have broken down. So the first step is, and we'll go over each step specifically, but the first step is no more boosted posts ever. That's basically like if you're on Instagram or Facebook, and you have to have a business page, I think, to see this, but it's like, do this promotion and reach an extra 1,000 people or something like that. You never want to do that. Understanding the reach of a Facebook ad, like where they are seen, why your ads have failed in the past, crush your competition with the Facebook ad and high converting funnel, which I like to call the peanut butter and jelly formula. Step 5, be a pro and hire a pro. Do not waste money. Do not throw money down the drain. If you don't know how to run Facebook ads, don't try to figure it out unless that's really what you want to do or you want to spend a lot of time and money trying to figure it out. Like, how do I know if it's working? I'm spending money on ads or I'm working with this brand. How do I know if it's even working? How do we measure that? And retargeting for results in revenue, and a watch teapot never boils. Commitment is the key to unlocking cash flow. Facebook is not a short-term hustle. This is about a long-term game. So step number 1, no boosted posts ever. So for those, I know there's no one in here that has rent ads, but I always ask this question, like, has anybody actually made money from like doing a little promotion on Facebook or boosted posts and stuff like that? Most people say no. So the reason why you do not want to do any more boosted posts is because they're not meant to generate an ROI. You need to run all ads through the Facebook Ads Manager. Always remember that if you do anything related to Facebook ads, always know, like, I got to do it through the Ads Manager. You also can't target an audience efficiently. Basically, it's amateur advertising, and Facebook knows that. Facebook ranks people based on what you spend and what you do and stuff like that. Facebook knows that, so they're going to rank you. Also does not give you the ability to optimize and use the objective that you need. That could be for leads or sales or whatever the case may be. So like I said, all ads should be run through the Facebook Business Manager. To access that, you go to business.facebook.com. Business.facebook.com. Also understanding the reach of a Facebook ad, it's very detailed targeting. So you saw a little bit, but you can literally get granular. What influencers do the person I'm looking for follow? What pages do they like? Where do they live? You know, how much do they make? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? Are they homeowners? Are they in college or not? I literally could run an ad just around this vicinity. So if this was like a big conference or it's like I really wanted people to like know more about my presentation or me, I could literally run an ad within like 5 miles around just this campus. So literally it could show up in your feed. Also, and all that is at the ad set level when you're looking at Facebook ads, the ad set level, always remember that. And then it gives you the ability to create a custom audience. So the reason why you go on a website and you add something to the cart or you look around and then it keeps showing up in your feed is because they build an audience around you. It's called a custom audience based on actions you've taken online. You can also build a customer list based on like email subscribers, an email list of leads, or like I said, different website activity. You can also build it based on social media engagement. So the reason why you may see like the same ads in your feed or because you follow them on Instagram, you see them on your feed, is because they build an audience around your engagement. If you watch the video, if you like the page, if you follow them, if you DM the page, they literally can build audiences around you, and that's how you keep seeing the ads in your feed. So it can be from the Facebook and Instagram page. Now, when running ads, you want to make sure there's a Facebook pixel installed. Make sure you write that term down, Facebook pixel. That is the tracking code. It's basically HTML code Facebook gives you to track activity on a website. That's how you retarget people, and then you can build lookalike audiences. So if you have an audience of subscribers or web activity visitors, you can build a lookalike where you can find millions of people that are similar to the people you already have on your list. And you can target based on other demographics, psychographics, interests, socioeconomic status, influencers, other pages. There are so many different things you can target based on in Facebook. So why your ads may have failed in the past if someone has ran ads before. The number one reason is there's no pixel installed, so you have no way to track anything you're doing. You might have boosted a post. You may have the incorrect objective. So when you do Facebook ads, they say, okay, what's the objective? Do you want clicks? Do you want sales? Do you want leads? Do you want just people to watch a video? Most people have the wrong objective. Like, I'm running this to get clicks, but I really want sales, but you're telling Facebook you just want clicks. So they're going to give you clicks, but you're not going to get any sales. Also, you didn't understand like the strategy behind it. Like, what are you using the ads for? What's the strategy behind everything? Most people don't know how to measure the ROI. And Facebook should be used when it comes to ads to acquire leads and customers. That is why we do it. Views are great, followers are great, engagement is great, but we use this as a way to grow our business. So we do that by measuring how many leads did we get and how many sales did we get. Now, likes do not pay the bills, sales do, and that's something that you say all the time, because that's where a lot of brands get misconstrued. And I work with tons of influencers, people that have millions of followers but don't know how to monetize. So if I go to the bank and I say, I'm going to deposit 10,000 likes, I fill out a deposit slip, they're going to gladly kick me out the bank. So likes don't pay the bills, sales do. Now, likes can help the algorithm, it can get stuff going, but we measure it by sales. How to crush your competition with a Facebook ad and high converting funnel, what I call the peanut butter and jelly formula. So basically, it's like the campaign objective. Like I said, what is the objective of the campaign? Are you trying to get conversions, which are leads and sales, basically? For lead generation, to generate leads. If you set up UTM tracking links, where you can literally track where exactly your conversions come from. Your ad creative, so that is what you actually see on your timeline. So what's going to capture your attention? This is more important than a lot of other stuff because that is how you actually stop people from scrolling. So what captures your attention? Is it a good video? Is it an image? Is it an influencer talking about a product? So this is extremely important. Like, you got to get very creative. And the copy is the messaging. I know you guys already talked about copy and the detailed targeting. So now I love to talk about sales funnels. So a sales funnel is a step-by-step process that allows you to bring your potential customer one step closer to a buying decision through a series of actions like automated emails, videos, articles that will, this is the key, do the selling for you. You may hear referred to as the customer journey, but it basically is a step-by-step process to just sell your products and services. So it's like the top, middle, bottom of the funnel, basically how you qualify people. So everybody that sees your ad or comes to your website may not be a customer, but how do we bring them through a process that allows them to be a customer? This is important. So make sure your funnel is optimized for conversion. It has a good aesthetic design. How many of you will buy from a janky website? Probably not. Like, I don't even trust my credit card on this site. So you want to make sure that it looks good. People underestimate that. Copy that speaks to the avatar. Make it very easy to collect information or buy. I hate when I go on a website and I got to click 10 things before I can buy. You only have a few seconds before somebody's going to click off. So you want to make it very, very easy for someone to even buy from you. Definitely want to have an irresistible offer, and your page should have one goal. One goal. What do you want someone to do? You want them to book a call. You want them to buy something. You want them to opt in and become a lead. Whatever you want them to do. And our agency, we have a winning sales page checklist where we literally go over everything. Like, what's a winning funnel page or sales page? Good copy, video, social proof, testimonials. We literally have a checklist of all the things we know is going to help get more sales. Be a pro and hire a pro, how to not throw your money down the drain. I tell everyone, stay in your lane. If you do not want to run Facebook ads or you have no desire to do it, but you want to utilize them, stay in your lane and hire an expert. I've worked with too many people that spend too much time and money trying to figure it out. So these are the things you need to be doing if you do want to run Facebook ads for yourself or another company. So daily optimization. So looking at it every single day and seeing what's going on. Split testing different stuff. Doing dynamic creative ads where you're putting a whole bunch of different variations of ads out there and you're testing it. Looking at the CPL, which is the cost per lead. What does it cost to get you a lead? What does it cost to get you a customer? I talk to a lot of business owners and I say, what's your cost to acquire a customer? They look at me like I'm crazy. You have to know what your cost to acquire a customer. If you ever watch Shark Tank, that's one of the #1 questions they ask. How much does it cost you to get a customer? You need to understand these metrics. Understand the CPC, which is the cost per click, CPM, which is the cost per 1,000 impressions. So like, how much does it cost for someone to even see the ad? All these are metrics you need to be looking at if you want to run your own ads. Split testing, all that stuff based on different audiences. Looking at the audience insights, looking at the reach, the impressions, the CTR, which is the click-through rate. How many, like, what percentage of people that see the ad click through? And then the ROAS. Who knows what ROAS is? It's the return on ad spend. Out of all the money you're spending on ads, how much do we actually make back? That's another thing you definitely want to look at. And then, of course, all that based on the placement. So where is it? It's on Instagram, Facebook, the feed, the story, articles, Messenger, all that stuff. So how do I know if it's working? I'm running ads, but like, how do I measure it? Well, how many leads did you get if you're looking for leads? How many sales did you get? If you're doing sales calls, how many people did you book? Those that sell high-priced services, we sell them through a sales call. People aren't going to just spend $5,000 from an ad. We need to get them on a call, tell them what we offer, and then close them. How are people engaging on social media? Are you getting video views? What are your conversion numbers, your conversion metrics, and the ripple effect, which I like to say, basically just being omnipresent and showing up everywhere. Retargeting for results and revenue. So with retargeting, basically it's like what we already talked about, but it's basically tracking people based on the activity they've taken on a website. So if you go to the website and you add to cart, if you go to a website, you add to cart, or you look at something and you go to the page but don't buy, it's going to keep showing up in your feed. That is called retargeting. It takes on average a person 7 times to see your stuff before they're ready to take action. 97% of website visitors who go to the site for the first time are not ready to buy. The Facebook pixel tracks everything. You can track based on the percentage someone watched your video, or you can track any other action based on a website or social media. This is really the science on like why you keep seeing certain ads in your feed, because they got one of these things on you probably. Now, this is something that is literally has shaken up the marketplace. I don't know if you talked about this in class at all. And I know no one's like currently running ads or anything like that, but it's been crazy in the digital marketing landscape. Literally, it's been crazy. When Apple dropped the new iOS 14 update, they made it much harder to target people for privacy reasons. So now someone has to agree or opt in to be tracked with ads. And that has literally hurt a lot of businesses. A lot of brands don't exist anymore. A lot of brands lost a lot of revenue. A lot of agencies have been hurt. But this has just been a real big thing. If you just Google it or whatever, you'll see like it's literally been like crazy in the digital marketing landscape because the iOS 14 update from Apple affects Facebook ads tremendously. So here are some things now that they require you to do because of these updates. You have to verify your domain that you're running ads to. You got to do API conversion tracking. You have to focus way more on building your lists, not just depending on Facebook ads. We saw, I guess it was a couple months ago when Instagram and Facebook shut down. Businesses that were only dependent on social media were in trouble. So this is the real reason why you have to own your customer lists. That is why every time you go to buy something or whatever, they want to get your email. They want to get you on their list because we don't own these platforms. So we have to have a way to get people on our list. You have to be more creative with the copy, the headlines, your content. Again, set up UTM links. And back-end metrics are even more important now than they used to be. So this has led to what we do now is called funnel stacking. So we put like a lot of different funnels on top of each other. So it may be you want to opt in to get this ebook, then we put a webinar on it. Like we do all these other things with funnel stacking. And it's okay if you're not familiar with this term. It's relatively new, but basically now it's even harder to be profitable on the front end. So costs are higher. It costs a lot more to get a lead. It costs a lot more to get a customer. So we have to put other funnels on top of each other. Before we could run an ad, we could spend whatever. If they buy the product, or if the product worth 30 and we spend 10, 15 to acquire them, okay, we have some margin. Now we may lose money on the front end, or we may barely break even, or we may need to use like a loss leader. So we got to put like another product or another offer on top of that. A watch teapot never boils. Commitment is the key to unlocking the cash flow. Facebook is not a short-term gamble. It's a long-term commitment. So if you are running ads, you want to run for at least 3 to 5 days before making any changes. Minimum ad spend is about $1,500 a month that I recommend brands spend. That's about $50 a day, which is really not that much, really. Now, it also depends on where you are in advertising. If you're just starting out, if you already ran some stuff, really depends. You got to give the algorithm time to find your audience. You want to get a conversion event as fast as possible. You want to exit the learning phase. When you start running ads, you'll see that basically Facebook wants you to get 50 conversions within 7 days. That's how you exit the learning phase, and the ad optimizes is in a good way. And you want to increase the budget when necessary. So that is the presentation. If you have any questions, contact us at www.yourfunnelDoctor.com. Also, check me out on IG at Ryan McCray Marketer. See you there.